the two biggest rappers of our time, Kendrick Lamar and Drake, have been in a beef over who's better, but it quickly escalated into diss tracks that accused the other of heinous shit. And when I say heinous shit, I mean Kendrick is apparently a wife beater and Drake is an alleged pedo. Now I'm not gonna analyze their diss tracks because you can just go watch Anthony Fantano and Akademics, who are exponentially better at doing that than I am. What I'm going to talk about is the two Drake Glazers, who at this point I wouldn't be surprised that instead of producing saliva when they spit, it's Drake's semen. One is defending Drake's relationship with minors by saying it's normal for a 30-year-old to message a 14-year-old, and the other goon can't even keep a straight face when evidence of Drake kissing a teenager was presented to his face.
Just listen to what I'm about to say.
Out of the two Glazers, XQC has been the one defending Drake the most. But does that mean XQC made valid points when he was defending Drake? Drake was called a groomer for texting Millie Bobby Brown, a 14-year-old actor at the time, to talk about boy stuff.
What advice does he give you? Like, what does he say?
About boys. He helps me.
What?
Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love
What's his
him.
advice with boys?
You know, that stays in the text messages.
And this is XQC's response.
If there's no weird shit or weird hints or a problem, it's usually because there isn't. You making a scenario in your head or making this weird thing where there's a problem or something is happening makes you sound and look like some fucking weirdo, disgusting pig with like really odd fucking scenarios in your head. You're just weird.
XQC really thinks that no weird shit is gonna happen when a 30-year-old decides to text a 14-year-old. Most people would think it's a weird situation because it's a situation that never should have happened in the first place. It's not like Millie Bobby Brown and Drake worked on a project together. They met one time and Drake, a 30-year-old man, decided to text a 14-year-old actor to talk about boy stuff. Not only is that grooming, but there's a power dynamic in the favor of Drake. Millie never expanded on what boy stuff Drake was talking to her about in their interview because she knew that if she talked about the boy stuff that Drake was telling her, her career would be over and she would be known as the child actor who was groomed by Drake. After XQC's chat calls him out for his weird take and he reads the comments on livestream fails, he says this goofy take.
So do we know how this is do we know how this is going? Do we I think there's so many blanks and things that you don't know about and you're putting a lot of I'm not getting stomach. I just feel like it doesn't do anybody a favor when the things that you don't know about, you assume the worst. It's usually, you can make anything look bad when you do that, and it's really fucking stupid. Like, don't do that. Yeah.
XQC claims that people are just making assumptions on blank information, but there are no blanks on Drake's relationship with minors. There are multiple instances where Drake had suspicious activity with minors. Maybe if it only happened to Millie Bobby Brown, then most people will let it slide. But it happened multiple times, and it was all caught in 4K. XQC then checks a Twitter thread that shows multiple instances where Drake, a 37-year-old man, going on dates with minors, and even shows proof that Drake shut down a restaurant once so we can have a one-on-one date with a teenager. But XQC doesn't back down on his stance.
Guys, I don't know the fucking context to any of this shit, but I will not assume the worst out of bad faith. I'm not gonna do none of that, dude.
So XQC started off by saying there are too many blanks that the public doesn't know about to make a conclusion, but when someone piles up all the evidence of Drake having multiple relationships with minors, XQC then says, I don't want to assume the worst in Drake. If that's not top tier glazing, then I don't know what is. Adin Ross has got to be the saddest motherfucker in the streaming community. He got used and abused by Andrew Tate, yet till this day he fails to see that. Most of the special guest rappers that appear on his stream only see him as a money bag, and one even scammed him out of hundreds of thousands of dollars during a live stream. And now Adin has to glaze Drake despite all the mountain of evidence against Drake because they both work for the same company. So it didn't surprise me when Adin broke character when he saw the video of Drake groping a minor and then kissing her after finding out she was 17.
Okay, listen to me, all right? Just listen to what I'm about to say.
Adin changes the subject after the video clearly showing Drake having a sexual relation with a minor, and after 10 minutes he tells his chat that all the clips he's gotten so far gave no proof that Drake is a pedo.
I'm asking you for the proof. Show me the hard proof that he's a...
Adin must think that most of his chat had a lobotomy because he does this cycle for 40 minutes.
What advice does he give you? Like, what does he say?
About boys. He helps me.
What?
Yeah,
Okay, there
he's
you go.
Great.
How
He's
is that
wonderful.
weird?
I love him. You know, that stays in the text messages.
Bro, what are y'all saying?
12 seconds later.
Yeah, I know I'm getting comments on my saying that I'm defending on stuff. If you guys could show me the proof where he's a... That would be great. Because there's literally no proof of him being a...
I like the way your breast feel against my chest.
XQC, Adin Ross, and Drake all work for the same company, so anyone with a brain can make the connection that they were told by Steak to play defense for Drake. What I didn't expect, and neither did the audience of both these monkeys, is how hard they would play defense for Drake. They're both willing to look like sickos who think that it's normal for a 30-year-old man to text a 14-year-old and that it's fine to take out minors to dinner. At least both XQC and Adin Ross fans understand how delusional they are and are calling them creeps for glazing this hard. But what I don't get is why they would glaze this hard unless it's for monetary gain. Yet both of these monkeys recently went on stream and talked about how they have too much money that they don't know what to do with it. So why would they want more money to begin with?
Dude, think about it.
It's insane.
If
how
you and
much-
I want to take a jet to Vegas right now, we're paying like 20 racks each.
That's nothing.
It's nothing. Dude, and on top of that, like if you and I were to like, I don't know, put up money for a house together, 10 mil, 5 mil each.
That's whatever.
Dude.
Well,
I don't know. It's great.
Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe. That's about it. See ya.